Here, let's pull this sucker out of the ground. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh, let's spray this off. What's up, guys? It's Alex and Kip, and we are back. We're headed down to a favorite spot of mine on the Yellowstone River. We're actually a ways away from Billings, so kind of in a Agate hotspot. I found some really great stuff here in the past, so I'm excited to get down here. We got the day off from work. It's a beautiful spring day. The birds are out. Everything's starting to green up. So come along, let's head on down to the river and see what we can find. All right, we have made it down to the river, and as you can tell, we are in for a treat. There's not anybody out here. We got the whole place to ourselves. There's so much gravel to search. This is gonna be an epic day. Let's get to it. All right, so I haven't even gone, more than a couple feet. We're already into a pretty cool first find here. So, you can find fossils on the Yellowstone River, and that's exactly what we've got here. And, this is not an area of expertise for me, but I will probably put a comment here telling you exactly what this is once I'm able to consult with Theo Kellison. But yeah, this is a pretty cool find and a great way to start things off. All right, got a nice little petrified wood find here. Oh man, just look at that. You can see the wood grain on there. That is just beautiful. What a cool piece. All right, I've got a really pretty piece of petrified wood here. It's got all of its kind of wood rings. Look at that. Wow. That's stunning. This would be a great one for the tumbler because it's pretty smooth already. What a nice find. And there's just so many rocks out here. I think I got to get my eyes warmed up because I'm not seeing a lot right off the bat, but we're getting there. Found this little piece of jasper. For all my jasper lovers out there, that's a pretty funky one. All right, I think we got our first little clear agate find. You guys hear the sandhill cranes? See what we're dealing with here. Ooh, I think a really clear one. Yeah, not a lot going on inside. No dendrites or banding that I could tell, but still, we're on the trail, which is a good sign. So let's keep up the momentum. Right, Kip? We have got a really pretty piece of petrified wood right here, actually, and I right next to it see a pretty cool agate. So let's take a look at this first. Look at that. What's interesting is that certain types of wood seem to have certain kind of like tree ring patterns or wood patterns, and I found a few pieces that are similar to this one, and I always wonder if it's like a different type of wood. So if you have any knowledge on that, definitely let me know. And then right here, I saw this as I was bending down. It's a kind of a cool looking piece. It might just be jasper, but yeah, I think it's jasper. I don't really see any banding or fortifications in it, but that's still really pretty. Where you're heating up. I like it. All right, we got some more petrified wood here. This is a nice kind of blonde colored one. Just a little guy, but perfect tumbling size. Look how pretty that is. Slightly agatized, but a really, really beautiful little piece of petrified wood there. Gotta try to string together a combo here for you guys. This is basically what I'm doing. I'm just kind of walking a grid pattern here. And so far, I'm surprised I haven't found a little bit more. Whoa! That's just what you're looking for right there. That's a nice agate. Potentially, I guess I shouldn't say for sure. And there's a little piece of petrified wood there right next to it. Look at that. Now we're talking. Yeah, so I mean, it's a nice agate, but not seeing a lot inside of it as far as features go. No banding. Really cool though, really cool find. There's just so much out here. It's crazy. You can see how it's easy to get kind of overwhelmed and get taken off track. Speaking of petrified wood, check out this little guy. Look at all that yellow color in there. That is pretty. Another one, I dare say, for the tumbler. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good about what we just found here. Let's take a look together. All right, you can see it right there. That is a jumbo agate. You can see on the surface there's some bubbly botryoidal bits. There's actually another little agate right here. So we'll take a look at all these here. Let's pull this sucker out of the ground. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh, let's spray this off. All right, guys, you ready for it? Look at this thing. So this is it's a pretty fractured agate, but look at these botryoidal. So these little bubbles, that's called botryoidal. It kind of goes all the way through there and actually comes out on the other side. I mean, how cool is this? And there's some right there on top. I don't really find a ton of agates with that. So it's a pretty sweet find. And ironically, right here next to it, there was a little Waterline agate, a couple little pieces of petrified wood. So, I mean, that's definitely going to be in the running for find of the day. Hey, Kip, what do you think, dude? He agrees. So, whoo, that's awesome. And now, when you kind of get that, when you get that mojo going, oh, it feels so good. So let's keep going at it. Let's see if we can get that and beat that for find of the day. I wanted to show you guys this little guy. I did not think much of it when I first picked it up, but this is a really beautiful piece of, I guess I would call it banded chert. And just check that out. I mean, how pretty is that? Also a wonderful piece for the tumbler. We are still working our way back to the bag because, of course, I say I'm going to move to a different spot and then I see something and I can't control myself. Pretty hard to stay on task when you're just surrounded by Yellowstone River delights. It's another agate. Yeah, pretty consistent with what we've mostly been finding, which are mostly unbanded agates. Hopefully we can turn that around and find some darker moss agates and things like that here. Nice thing is we've got all the time in the world to hunt today. The girls are out of town they've been out of town for the last few days. Oh my gosh, look at this here. We got like a triple whammy. Petrified wood, Waterline agate, nice size Waterline agate too, right there. And then there was another one I saw. What did I see? Of course, forgot. Oh, here Oh, that's not wood. Fooled again. I thought it was. Let's spray these off here real quick. Look at that. Yeah, that's a pretty little water line. The water lines are kind of faint in there. This is a really pretty piece of petrified wood. All right, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna head to a new spot over here. I've actually never been to this part of the beach before, and sometimes you just got to kind of switch it up. So we're going to head over to a new spot, see what we can find, see if there's some more good gravel for us to search through, and then we'll get back to you. But man, this is just a beautiful beach. I don't know if you could see, but you could definitely tell spring colors are coming out. It's just beautiful right now. It's like a nice 55-degree day. There's no wind, there's no rain, it's overcast, so I'm not getting sunburned, and this is just beautiful. So I hope you guys are doing well. I know I haven't been making a lot of videos, but I mean, that's just kind of where I'm at in life right now, unfortunately. So I appreciate your patience. I appreciate you watching, because it definitely helps me out, and I love sharing these adventures with you. So if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. You can catch all my videos when they come back. Consider going back and looking through some of the oldies, because there's some good stuff in there. And if you've been a longtime viewer, leave that like button. Let me know what you've been up to in the comments, because I definitely read all of those, even if I don't necessarily reply. All right, we got a little exposed gravel here to search. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's plenty to go around, as you can see here, but I like little places like this. I feel like I do a better job of searching when it's all kind of localized to a specific area. So let's check this out. Let's see what we can find before we move on to our next spot. All right off the bat, we got a couple things. A little agate nodule right there, but what really caught my eye was this. This is one of those really dark agates. If you can even, I mean, it's definitely chalcedony, but you can see, I mean, it's just really dark. There's a little bit of lighter color there. So yeah, another interesting one for probably cutting open. Let's see what else is here. Talk about pretty petrified wood. Hopefully you guys can see those little tree rings in there, but that is just a stunner. I love these little guys. Just beautiful. Guys, I am so excited right now. Look at this. Oh, so this is what we call in the business banded chert. You've probably seen it before in some of my videos, but honestly, in over two to 3 years of rock hunting now, like, I am convinced that this is some of the rarest material to find out on the river, and so this is just a stunning piece. And there's some beautiful colors. Oftentimes it's more just like a gray and white, but this has some pink and some orange and yellow, so that is, gosh, up there for my favorite find so far this year. Absolutely beautiful. All right, so we're done with that little area. It was actually really productive. So we're gonna do a little bit of walking, exploring, see if we can't find another nice gravel area or two. Oh, hello, there's some deer bones. Never know what you're gonna find out here. So yeah, we're gonna look around for a little while, maybe do a little bit of exploring in the woods, see if we can't find an antler or two, and then get back down into the gravels. All right, I usually don't find fossils, so I feel somewhat unprepared, but I wanted to show you guys this. So I found it mixed in here with this. You can see the other part of it right there, and I just kind of busted it open. And sure enough, now I'm not sure what this is. I wonder about possibly an ammonite, but really, really pretty. I mean, look at that. That's cool. So yeah, more underwater life here in Montana millions of years ago. Kip, you're looking rather regal today. In perhaps an agate angler first. 2 pieces of banded shirt in one day. That's pretty awesome. So we've been doing some tromping around in the woods, Kip and I. We stumbled upon this, which I'm pretty sure is a beaver lodge. It's kind of interesting. Anyways, I think we're probably gonna give it another, I don't know, 20-30 minutes of rock hunting, and then we gotta start headed back to the car. So let's see what we can pull off in that time. All right, I think we've got a nice petrified wood find here. Check that baby out. Let's pull it out of the ground. Oh, hello. That's a nice one here. Let's just go wash it off down by the water together. Easier. Sorry. Check that out. Oh my goodness. That's a really pretty piece of petrified wood. Those geese, I think, are upset at us. All right, there's no doubt in my mind that today is a petrified wood day. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. All right, let's pull this baby out. Oh my gosh. These pieces just never cease to amaze me. Look at that. Look at all the color in there. Oh, not a big deal, just millions of years old. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, so much fun to find this stuff. I feel like we gotta get one more good agate before we call it a day, because you just know they're out here. And I'm kind of been getting some feelings like this place is searched, at least to a degree. I've seen some busted up rocks and just some signs. But I just know there's some more big agates hiding around here. So let me see if I can't find 1 or 2 before we call it a day. Now we're talking, baby. Oh, I think we just got another one of these kind of plain agates. I really want to find one with some banding, or there's a little bit of kind of mossy stuff down there at the bottom. But I mean, it's beautiful, absolutely stunning, but I wish it had some banding. Okay, so literally just cleaned this one off right here, and I looked right up here, and I don't know if you guys can see it, but right here, this guy has some interesting color to him. Oh, yes, sir. I think, oh gosh, look at that. That is just stunning. Look at the banding around the outside of that. That is just beautiful. My gosh, it's getting hot out here. Wow, that is a really pretty find. Not as big as it could be, but man, that is just stunning. This is our first little treasure state agate of the day. You can see the little banding there. It's a nice one. That was really pretty. Yeah, we found ourselves a nice little spot here. We're finding some good stuff. This is kind of a cool find. First of all, it looks really cool, right? This is called a Septarian Nodule, guys. So it looks very similar to, oh my gosh, it's huge. Very similar to what we found at the beginning that have the fossils inside of it. It's the same material. but it's pretty amazing looking stuff. These are all calcite crystals inside of this. So really, really pretty material to work on. A lot of people probably would take this piece and like polish it up, but too heavy, and I don't think I have the means to do so. But either way, I wanted to share it with you. All right, I think I got another cool one right here. Another little mossy guy. At least I think so. Yes, definitely. Like there's a big kind of like triangular piece of moss in that one. That's kind of interesting. I've never really seen one quite like that. Really pretty. Would have been fun to find the original piece. Man, this beach is just killing it. We should have showed up here originally. All right, a little after the exit find. Look at that. There's our moss agate that I've been looking for. Check that out, guys. That is sweet. That's what we're looking for. All right, guys, I think that's gonna do it for me today. We've been out here for way longer than I expected to be. It's cooling off. I think there's a little bit of a storm coming in, so we better head back to the car. But thanks so much for watching and coming along. I hope you enjoyed this rock hunt. I certainly did. I think we found some pretty awesome stuff. I gotta say, my top find, probably torn between the banded chert and that bigger agate with the botryoidal bits in it. So let me know in the comments below what your favorite find was, and I'll look forward to going rock hunting with you again soon.